Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you in my class of English Literature, Poetry. Today, I am going to take up William Blake, and the poem which we are going to deal is The Tiger. William Blake was born in 1757 and left for heavenly abode in 1827. William Blake is a pre-romantic poet and belongs to 18th century. His well-known works are The Marriage of Heaven and Hell, Songs of Innocence, Songs of Experience. The Tiger is one of the best poems by Blake. It is a poem of 24 lines. The Tiger is also regarded as a mystical poem. The poem expresses poet's wonder to see the strongest creature, that is the tiger. And now let us begin with the poem. So first let me read the poem for you. Tiger, tiger burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer? What the chain? In what furnace was thy brain? What the anvil? What dreaded grasp? Dare its deadly terrors clasp? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamb made thee? Tiger, tiger burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? Now, let us begin with the first stanza. The first stanza goes like this: Tiger, tiger burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of thine eyes? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? So, in this first stanza, the poet addresses the tiger and he says, Tiger, tiger burning bright in the forests of the night. The poet addresses the tiger and asks a question with a feeling of wonder as to who has made the burning bright eyes and the fearful well built body of the tiger. Burning bright. Burning means the fiery. Bright means shining. Bright shining eyes in the forest of the night. Night when it is dark. So when it is dark and if we see, we can see that the two eyes of the tiger, they are shining, they are burning, they are spreading their brightness, their shine like the burning coal. So he asks a question and he addresses Tiger and says, Oh Tiger, the burning eyes of yours, the bright eyes, and the body of yours is made by whom? What immortal hand or eye? Whose hand is it? Immortal hand, immortal God. So whose hand is this that has framed, made? Fearful symmetry, fearful the frightening, symmetry the balance, the proportion. So, who is the maker of such a balanced, proportioned body of the tiger that has burning eyes, that has bright eyes? In what distant deeps or skies burned the fire of thine eyes? And still the wonder of the poet is there. In wonder, he asks, in what distant deeps or skies, from what distant, remote? Distant means remote, deeps, oceans. So he says that if the fire of the tiger's eyes was brought from the deep seas or high heavens, burn the fire of thine eyes. So, the fire which is burning in your eyes, the shine which is reflecting from your eyes, from where this brightness is being taken by your Creator? Is it from the deep seas or from the distant sky? On what wings dare he aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? And then the poet asks, and he says that what were those hands that that had the courage to capture the fire? The fire means the brightness, the bright eyes which are shining in the dark night. So the poet is so much awe-stricken, the poet is wonder-stricken, and the poet asks a question by asking that who is the creator of such a fearful, balanced, and proportioned body, whether it is God or someone else. Now, let us continue with the second stanza. The second stanza goes like this: and what should and what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart, and when thy heart began to beat, what red hand and what red feet, what the hammer, what the chain, in what furnace was thy brain, what the anvil, what red grasp, dare its deadly terrors clasp. So the poet here once again continues with the same and asks that what were those shoulders that created you? What were those hands? And what was the technique adopted by the creator of yours? By following which technique the creator of yours could twist, could turn the muscles, the sinews, the stamina, the strength of your heart. And when thy heart began to beat, and when your existence was put forward by your creator, whether those hands that created you dreaded or not, whether those feet trembled or not, what the hammer, what the chain? And the poet asks, what was the hammer? What was the mallet? Hammer is a tool with a heavy metal head. So what was that hammer which was used in the creation of a tiger? What the chain, and what was the chain that was used by the creator? In what furnace was thy brain, and which was the furnace? Furnace is the fireplace. So where the brain of the tiger was created, which was that furnace where the brain of the tiger was created? What the anvil, and what was the anvil? Anvil is the incense or the nail. So what was the anvil that was used while the creation of the tiger? What dread grasp, and the dread grasp which was given, the grasp means the hold, so the hold which was being given to the tiger, whether the creator of the tiger dreaded to hold, to grasp such an animal or not, dare its deadly terror clasp. So when the creator of the tiger clasped, captured this deadly animal, whether the creator of the tiger had some courage or not, whether he was having certain terror in his mind. And now the third stanza. The third stanza goes like this: when the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the lamp made thee? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night, what immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry? So, in this third stanza, the poet answers and he says, when the stars threw down, they throw away, they put down their spears. Spear is the javelin. So, what does he say? He says that when the stars of heaven, when they throw down, when they put down their weapons and watered heaven, and when they filled heaven, sky, when they filled sky with their tears, at that time, the Creator, the God, He has stolen the fire from these stars and made the brightness of the eyes of the tiger. Did he smile his work to see? Once again, the question is still continued, and the poet asks whether the creator of the tiger smiled to see such a dangerous or such a fearful creation of his. One more question the poet asks, and he says, did he who made the lamb made thee? Lamb is one of the most innocent creatures of the earth, and it is also very powerless. And the poet compares the lamb to the strength of the tiger and asks that is he the same creator who has created lamb? Has the same creator made the tiger also? Is the creator of the lamb and the tiger is the same? Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. So, in the last, the poet repeats the same lines which he used in the beginning of the poem, and he says, "O tiger, tiger, burning bright, you have the bright eyes which are like burning coal, and the brightness which your eyes have, this brightness has been stolen by God from the stars. When the stars they put down their weapons and when they filled the sky with their tears. What immortal hand or eye? And what is that immortal hand? What is that eye which had the courage enough to frame, to make, to build the fearful symmetry, such a fearful or the dreading symmetry of your body?" So, in whole of the poem, we see that the poet is asking a question to the creator of the tiger, and he addresses the tiger and asks who is the creator of the tiger, whether he is the same person that has created the lamb, has created the tiger also. And in the end, the poet says that the bright eyes which the tiger has, the brightness of the eyes of the tiger is being taken from the burning stars, and when the stars they put down their weapons and when they shed tears, at that time God or the creator he has stolen the brightness from the stars and put the same into the eyes of the tiger. So this was the poem, and now let us begin with the graded learning test. Here this test is there. You please go through all these questions and the answers are given at the end, and you can check your learning also. And after these questions there is also certain questions for summative assessment. You try to write the answers of these questions. These questions are: give a central idea of the poem The Tiger, write a critical appreciation of the poem The Tiger, discuss William Blake as a poet. So all these answers are going to be long answers, so please you try to write them, and thank you for being with me.